Welcome to my channel, everyone. For current subscribers, welcome back. And to anyone new stopping into my channel, welcome. Today I am going to be doing my bi-weekly spending plan. I did used to do it on Happy Notes paper and draw in the lines and everything I needed, but I am tired of doing that. And so I purchased the Happy Planner undated budget planner. Girls just want to have funds. I do just need a pen, some whiteout, and my ruler because there's something I am adding to my spending plan that will require me to draw a box. So let me move the ruler out of the way for now because I don't need that. I am going to need my whiteout and my pen. So I'm going to white out first. So I don't need that category. And I want to move the amount over. And this is going to be plus or minus. That's for any change in my bill amount. This is for the month of August. And oops. Need to put 2020. I'll just write it above it because I didn't put August up. And pay date was 8/6. Yes, this is late, but better late than never. And so I'm gonna just go ahead and write the dates that my bills are due. Okay, and then next I just need to write in what bills are correlate with these days. So I don't usually put the amounts in there. I just kind of set it up like this. So this will be all for this page. Maybe I'll just write up here bi-weekly spending plan. And right here, I'll write expenses. And that should cover it. This box here, I'm not going to use, but I'm just gonna leave it there, not white it out. I'm gonna move this out of the way. This is the next page that I have for my spending plan. And let's see. This says savings tracker and this says accounts and debts, but I'm not gonna use these for that or for those purposes. So I'm going to white out. Also going to white out those are all the things that I need to white out for this page. And I am going to start with this top one and write in what I am using this for, and it's going to be for my digital envelopes. I used to do cash envelopes, but now that a lot of stores aren't really dealing too much in cash because of the change shortage, I'm just going to digital envelopes, which has required me to shift money in a checking account that I have, and I'm using that checking account to account for these categories. So I'm gonna go ahead and write that in up here. And then I'm going to write in what I'm going to place here. think I'm going to leave that like that. I was gonna put roll over there, but I think I can just leave it as balance and that'll be fine. And then down here, I'm going to go ahead and write in everything that has been, I use the whiteout over. And this is for my future expenses, expense funds. Okay, and that's how this page will look from here on out, hopefully. So let me get my little cheat sheet and make sure, yes. So I'm gonna go ahead and write in what belongs in these categories. I'm gonna move one box down from where I wrote those in. So I have tithe as always, my groceries as always, eating out, self-care. Used to just say me time, and I just put self-care there now. My gas, and then I have added unbudgeted. I do have a future expense funds account that usually is used for my unbudgeted, but I need to make sure I'm tracking that because I don't want to just spend and not be mindful of what I'm spending. In these accounts, I can see what is there, but you know, sometimes you're just spending money and not really being mindful of it. And the whole point of me having a spending plan is so that I can be mindful of my money and not just spend and pay down my debt. Okay. And for the future expense funds, I'm just going to go ahead and write in these categories. These boxes are kind of small, so I may like write words above and below. So I'm going to skip another line like I did above there. Oh, hold on. Let me write total here, because I will need to put my totals down here for how much it is. And then we'll write in the categories now. And so these are the categories. I used to put pet here, but I wanted to change it to fur baby because he's my little baby. And I put car care. I used to say vehicle care, but this space is so small, so didn't want to mess with that. And for these, let me go ahead and put in my amounts in all of these categories. I do not write the amount for tithe because I feel like that is personal. So I'll start at the groceries. That is usually all that I do with this page, but I did go on vacation and I have a deduction, and my son had a doctor's appointment, so that's what I'll be writing in there. And this way I added the deductions and the balance. I used to just write down the category and what I added. So now I'll be able to know like what I'm deducting and what the balance is. And I may throw the physical envelopes away because I do have physical envelopes that I keep up with the deductions and the balance. But so this may make it so that I can throw those envelopes away and just keep up with it on here. This will be all for this page. So let me move this out of the way. Okay, I'm bringing 2 pages in because they're the same pages. I forgot this is on the back of this page here. Ooh, I need to write total here. Now that I've tapped that, I need to put total. Just so I can add this up and have the total here, add this up and put the total here. Flip this over and it has weekly expenses, and I am going to white this out. I will be keeping up with my weekly expenses, but I'm not going to use the categories that Happy Planner has pre-printed in here. And so this is pretty much how I set up my weekly spending, with the date, the store, the amount, if it was a need or a want. So these will stay the same except for me whiting out those areas there. Move this stuff out of the way. And this is where I am going to need my ruler. But let me write, because on the back here, I'm going to do my summary. So I might not need the ruler because it's grid and I can just do the lines dark. But we know how I do with straight lines. I'm going to write let me write in what's going to go here. Okay, so that will be, I need this. That will be that. And let me see, I'm going to, ooh, I need that. Probably just draw the line here. And then on this side, I'll put amount. That looks good. So this will be the only box that I have to draw now for my spending plans. And so in here, I do work with a zero-based budget. I don't know if I've ever mentioned that while I was doing my budgets, but I work with a zero-based budget. So I'd write my income in. While I'm doing that, I'll have the calculator. I'll subtract the expenses. Whatever's left after I do that, I'll write it in the box or beside digital envelopes, and then I'll subtract that, and then I'll write that amount by the future expense funds. Then I'll subtract the future expense funds from that amount, and that will let me know how much I have left for savings in my account buffer. I do not leave an extreme amount in my account buffer, maybe $50 or less, like between 30 and 50. Because my daughter does like to order stuff on Amazon and it goes through my account. And sometimes when I'm at work and I'm busy, I may like look at her text message and be like, oh yeah, you can get that, and hit yes, I need to make sure there's money in the account that will cover things like that. So I won't write in all of that. And so when I do end up getting to the savings and the account buffer, I'll put in how much I want for savings, which is, determined by the amount that's left over after subtracting these three expenses, digital and future expense funds, from my income. Write it there, and then my account buffer, and it should come out to 0. And that's it. This is the last page of my budget. Move this out of the way. And a lot of people are already familiar with the Happy Planner budget planner, but for those that aren't, I'm just going to give you a quick look at it. This planner was a little messed up when I got it, so yeah, I'll show you. So they come with the undated month, so I'll have to put in, what month it is and everything. And I've already put in September on my little tab, and October here. And then it goes into the first page, and then it goes into this. And so this planner is set up for a monthly budget, and I do a bi-weekly. So I did make copies of the pages so that I could have this page and this page, and then have 2 weekly expense pages. And then this is where it got interesting for me, when I was like, oh, these 2 pages were extra, and it's great because they're exactly where I need them to be. So I will end up using the tape runner to the glue runner, tape runner, to put these 2 pages together so that it'll turn seamlessly like that. And I'll have, for the next paycheck, this page and this page, and then weekly expense. And there is an extra weekly expense because with each month there are 5 weekly expense pages. And then this will be where I do my summary. I will split this in half. So for the first paycheck, the first set of bills that I'm paying in that paycheck, the summary will go up here. And then for the second one, the summary will go at the bottom. And so that's how that goes. I'm going to flip to the back where I did not put in extra pages. Let's see, was it this one? Yes, because this is where this is the section I made the copies from. So the undated monthly, that page and this one, and then you flip and you come into the weekly expenses. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, and then the grid page. I do like that before each month you have this page here where you can write in your financial goals. Don't forget, I will not be using this since I've made unexpected spends, which is the unbudgeted, on my digital envelopes side, and I'll just put in the month there. So let me close this back. Sorry for all the noise flipping through the pages, but that is my spending plan for the rest of, for the second part of August. This check here counted as my check number 2. I do get another check this month, but it will be to cover the last week of August and the beginning of September. I do appreciate you all taking the time to watch my video. I hope you all have a wonderful, wonderful week. Bye.